This offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Makes the grab. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this window.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can...
Going airborne! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
This crowd busting the decimal meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Kentucky! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Offense working from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle, it's Turbin. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Pressure coming, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Rifles it down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Needed to get to the 45 for the first down. Stopped a little bit short. You'd think this is the go area on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Makes the grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Lockett. Quick completion on the out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchup.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The run to the right. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Making side adjustments here. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Turbin. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball somewhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Lockett. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Quick step and go. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning it on! Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Give to the running back. keep running. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. That's
intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Here's the handoff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Trying the left side. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their career.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defense.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Freeman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw again. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fit it in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
On the run, it's McNabb. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lockett. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games.